Hey, it's your DJ Ant Man. We're going to talk about the making of the beat, Still Marching. We're going to talk about how I came up with the drums, which was the first thing, the bass line of the beat. We're going to talk about how I came up with the bass line and then how I came up with all the different layers that I put on top of the beat. Why did I call it Still Marching? What day did I make the beat? The vibe that I was in, the mode that I wanted to create, the atmosphere that I was in to create this beat. This is a very interesting beat. I am very proud of this beat. Um, I got a lot of beats that I've made that we're going to talk about and get into the concepts of the beats. It's very interesting. Making music is very interesting. Some days you can make music, some days you can't make music. It's like writer's block. And some days it's like you jump in there and just make a beat in maybe an hour and a half because a different day brings new opportunities, new mindset, new thought processes. So we're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. The making of Still Marching. Okay, let's get into the drum set of the beat, and just made sure that we had good foundation to build on top of. If you look here, you can see that I'm using the Stratus drum here in the yellow. If you hit the S here, and we're using Reasons 13, by the way, for people that don't know that. Some people use FL Studio and other software applications. I chose Reason 13, very straightforward application. I would suggest that to a lot of people. Very easy to learn, very usability there. So let's just listen to the beat. Just give you the baseline of the foundation here. Let's go. And that's what I started with. That's what I started with. I just kept that running, and then I started adding different things to this beat. All right, guys and gals, let's look at the bass line that's riding on top of the drums, on top of the drum set. And then once we get the bass line solidified, then we can go ahead and add some keys on top of that. Let's listen to the bass line right now. That's going to be in the purple. That's the Dark Trap Strange bass. Okay, so that's what we're doing on the bass. And then all we need to do now is add keys on top of that. Okay, my good people, all you got left now is keys. You built out the beat, you got the bass line, you got the extra curricular activities that you're doing with the drums, and then I added drum rolls to that. We didn't talk about the riser or anything like that, but you got a foundation built. You got a framework of work that you need to build on top of. So all you need to do now is add keys. This is very easy, guys. This is what I did right here. As you see in the purple, the tension psycho piano. That's what I did with the piano. Bum 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 bum. That's it. And then from there, you just keep layering the beat. You just keep layering the beat, and you don't want to overdo it. You just have to know, okay, this is enough. This sounds good enough. You have to have those senses to understand, like, this is enough. I don't need to add. I could have kept going, kept going, kept going, but I really feel like when I added those keys there and a couple of things there, it was enough. It was enough for the beat to sound, presentable. And then let's just talk about. We do have a riser in here. First time I ever used a riser was on this beat, as you can see here in the blue, you have a riser. And what that does is introduces a transition. Let's go here and let's listen to the riser. And what that does is it brings in the keys. Okay. Because before the keys came in, we were doing something else. So we're transitioning to the keys. All right, so now that we got all that figured out, let's just play the beat and see how it all sounds together as a finished product. Let's go. There you have it, still marching. From the beginning to the end, how I made the beat, the concept, the bass line, the drum set, the keys on top of the drum set, and the bass line. Now that we got that out the way, I have a question. What do you think the Falcons going to do this year?